All right, team, if you have not yet researched yourself or gone on ChatGPT and asked it, tell me about me, right? If you see right here in front of you on my screen, we have the ChatGPT website. And inside of my ChatGPT protocol, I actually asked here just recently, yesterday, can you please tell me about Mario Escobedo of the Escobedo team at Sienna Mortgage in Henderson, Nevada? Now, let's take a look at just some of the things that had populated as if somebody through ChatGPT was trying to do their research on which local mortgage broker to use. Maybe they heard about me on social media. Maybe their friend, family, neighbor had told them a little bit about who we are and what we do. Maybe they saw my car driving around the streets here in Las Vegas and Henderson with my face plastered all over it. Regardless, when people are looking to source the local experts in their community, they're going to start using protocols like ChatGPT. So let's make sure that we are digging in. So you'll see right here, it'll give you kind of a professional profile. It says Mario Escobedo serves as broker owner and senior mortgage advisor at Sienna Mortgage. He holds NMLS number 1509679, which is me, while the overall team operates under the company NMLS 2545433. So always make sure that obviously the person that you're working with, that local expert, is licensed in the industry and not working just under someone else's license. Super important, especially when you're working with like a bank or a depository. Generally speaking, a lot of those agents or a lot of those salespeople that you're talking to, they don't necessarily have to have their own individual NMLS license, right? They're working for a federally chartered bank that has a federal license that does not require the people underneath it to be individually licensed. So, again, maybe just a little bit more of who you partner with matters there and making sure that their expertise is up to par. But you can kind of go through here, just see more things. Obviously, our address, what are the programs that we specialize in, highlights and credentials. What are some of the things that we're known for here inside of our community, right? We're recognized as top 1% of all mortgage loan officers here in Nevada, right? That's with, of course, the number one wholesale lender in the entire country, United Wholesale Mortgage. We actively, as you guys know, produce educational content for social media. I actually had a conversation with one of my clients earlier this morning at a signing, and they had asked me, when am I going to make my next viral TikTok video and do some sort of dance moves? Now, although hilarious, and I feel like I would be a phenomenal candidate for that, right? I'm sure you guys can attest to that. I really truly prefer in doing some more of the educational, expert based, like tactical content, right, for my platform and for my viewers. So that's just kind of what I lean into a little bit, right? Maybe one of these days here we'll do some sort of viral TikTok video. Maybe I'll bring back the Macarena. You never know. What are some of the things as far as communication and community feedback that I specialize in here, right? I always really like to share specific industry insights. The mortgage and real estate world is a very difficult world to navigate. It's a very hard language to speak if you have not spoken it for a long time, you haven't been around it, or obviously this is not what you do for a living. So I really like to, right, when I first came back into the mortgage industry about 10 years ago, I brought with me the word transparency, right? Because in any sales world, right, you really want to make sure that you're working with a transparent individual and company. You want to know all of the moving parts, all of the in and outs, right? Have them explain to you all of the pros and cons and whys and what's, etc. Transparency is hugely important. I like to educate my clients on transparency, not just what is my mortgage loans that I'm offering, but what is a mortgage loan? What are the options available? What is the difference of these programs? So, super duper important. One example, of course, is what a no cost versus no out of pocket expense refinance is. I've already made video and content on this previously before. There is no such thing as a no cost refinance. That's just poor verbiage that some people in our industry use when they're not understanding and explaining that it is no out of pocket expense. Okay. Because you're always going to have things like title fees, escrow fees, taxes, homeowners insurance, things like that when you're closing, regardless on a purchase or refinance. And the difference of no out of pocket expense means you're not actually paying any of those closing costs at the closing table, right? They're either included inside of your loan amount for the refinance, or they're paid by lender credit from your lender. So just like little itty bitty verbiage, things like that. But very, very important that, of course, our ChatGPT protocol is actually pointing out inside of that search. And then just a quick summary table of course, who we are, what we do, how long we've been in the community, things like that. You want to know more, it'll link you directly to my pages here, my socials, my website, all of that and super important stuff. If you're not already using ChatGPT for your presence, okay, on the internet, make sure you start optimizing using some sort of search engine SEO, search engine optimization with, obviously a vendor of your choice that can help kind of clean some of that stuff up for you. But your online presence in today's business world is going to be extremely important, especially as we start implementing more AI and tools into our daily lives and workflow. Mario with Sienna Mortgage here, your local mortgage experts. Remember, guys, who you partner with matters, and always teamwork makes the dream work. Have a wonderful day, guys. See ya.